Have you ever wondered if AI software can actually improve your daily life? We hear about artificial intelligence transforming industries, helping businesses, and even replacing human jobs, but can it really make a difference for an everyday user? To find out, I decided to test an AI-powered software for a full week. The results? Well, let's just say I was not expecting what happened next. At the beginning of this experiment, I had my doubts. AI tools claim to make everything easier: writing, editing, brainstorming, organizing, but how much of that is just marketing hype? There was only one way to know for sure. I picked an AI software that promised to boost productivity, save time, and automate routine tasks. No fancy studio setup, no expert-level coding, just me, my computer, and this AI tool for 7 days straight. The first challenge was setting it up. AI tools have a reputation for being complicated, requiring endless settings and adjustments. But to my surprise, getting started was easier than expected. A simple login, a quick tutorial, and within minutes, I was ready to put it to the test. My goal was to see if this AI software could genuinely help me be more productive, more creative, and ultimately make my life easier. First impressions. The first thing I noticed was how intuitive the software felt. Instead of clunky menus and overwhelming options, it had a sleek interface, guiding me step by step. I decided to test its writing features first. Could it really help me draft emails, brainstorm content ideas, and write blog posts faster? I gave it a simple prompt: write a professional but friendly email following up with a client. Within seconds, it generated a polished email that was better than anything I would have written in 5 minutes. I tweaked a few words to match my personal style, but overall, it was impressive. Encouraged by this, I tried using it for idea generation. I needed some fresh content ideas for an upcoming project, so I asked the AI to suggest 5 unique topics related to my niche. The results? Surprisingly insightful. Some were ideas I had never even considered before. At this point, I was starting to see the potential. It wasn't replacing my work, it was amplifying my creativity. Can AI make me work faster? If there's one thing I struggle with, it's time management. Like many people, I start my day with a to-do list, but distractions often take over. So, I asked the AI to create a productivity plan for my day. It analyzed my tasks, prioritized them, and even suggested time blocks to focus on deep work. Later that day, I put its summarization tool to the test. I had a long research article to go through, but instead of spending an hour reading, I pasted the text into the AI, and within seconds, it provided a well-structured summary, key points, main arguments, and even a short conclusion, saving me at least 45 minutes of work. AI for creative work? AI is often seen as robotic and logical, but could it actually help with creative work? That's what I wanted to test next. I experimented with its storytelling features. I gave it a rough idea for a short story and asked it to develop the plot. Within moments, it created a compelling structure with engaging characters and a surprising twist at the end. I wouldn't say it was perfect, but it was a solid foundation. I also tried its image generation feature, where you provide a description, and it creates an image based on that input. I described a futuristic city at sunset, and the AI-generated image looked straight out of a sci-fi movie. It wasn't flawless, some details were a bit off, but it was shockingly good. For video creation, I wanted to see if it could help me edit footage. It suggested transitions, automatically cut unnecessary parts, and even added subtitles. I still had to fine-tune things, but it cut my editing time nearly in half. At this point, I started questioning, if AI can assist with creativity, where does human creativity fit in? It seemed like a tool that could enhance ideas rather than replace them. Testing AI in daily life. So far, I had been using AI for work, but could it actually make my personal life easier? I started by asking it to generate a meal plan based on my diet preferences. It not only created a well-balanced meal plan, but also included a grocery shopping list. That alone saved me at least an hour of planning. I also tested its language translation feature. I sent a few messages in another language and received accurate, natural-sounding translations instantly. It wasn't perfect, but it was definitely better than a basic translator. Then came the fun part: AI-generated music recommendations. I asked it to create a playlist based on my mood, and within seconds, it curated a list of songs that matched exactly what I was looking for. This experiment was starting to feel less like testing a tool and more like having a digital assistant that just made life easier. The final test. After a full week of using AI software, it was time to reflect. Was it worth it? The biggest takeaway was that AI didn't replace my work, it amplified it. It didn't remove creativity, but it enhanced it. It didn't think for me, but it helped me think faster. But AI isn't perfect, it still needs human oversight. Sometimes the responses lacked depth, and at times, it made small errors. But as an assistant, a brainstorming partner, and a productivity booster, it was a game changer.